Hey everybody, Scott Travels. 5/19. Where's the month going? Of course, another cold and windy day here in Boston. Can't get a break. Can't get a break. So much to talk about today. Here's an interesting one. Free beer to free beer in Busch Garden. You have to be a pass member, and it's 2 beers. May 30th through August 10th. I guess they're afraid of Epic Universe too. Carnival, our favorite, Carnival. Say 5 people in a small boat. There's the small boat. Somewhere near Cuba as they were heading to Jamaica. Wow. And they said the boat was not in good shape. Uh, Here's an interesting one. So she says, here's her picture. What to eat and drink in Epic Universe. She listed per. I'm going to put up most of the pictures of. You can read it yourself if you want. Super Mario, the pineapple and banana swirl ice cream soft serve. These were her highlights, by the way. In the Dark Universe, you want cinnamon bites or the garlic dipping pretzel. Again, that makes sense. A lot of this is rolling with the theme of each area. There's actually a picture there. I don't know what this is. It doesn't seem to match. Harry Potter was bratwurst and beer cheese sandwich. She said that she liked that. One of them was closed, the one in the main center, but that should open soon. Pain, chocolate, and crepes at Dragon, and Swedish meatballs at Dragon. Here's a picture of some kind of roll, but I couldn't find what this matched to. But that looks interesting. You walk and eat. That's cool. And there was mac and cheese and bread. Maybe that's the mac. It doesn't look like mac and cheese though. What the hell is that? I don't know. Someone probably down below if you know what it is. A husband and wife with their 6-year-old sails 2 months on Seven Seas cruise line. Wow. We talked about how expensive they were, and they're doing 2 months. 2 months. Wow. Back to back to back to back to back. This was a good back to back. They started in Sydney, Australia, went to New Zealand, Indonesia, Bali, Singapore. Here's some of the pictures from Indonesia and Christmas time. Wow, Christmas, all right. It talked about Antarctica, but it didn't really say much on it. So I don't know if they actually went and not said anything, but these were more the Indonesia and Bali and Singapore were bigger ones. But I guess, hey, if you're going to do 2 months, these are really the 2 months on the cruise ship you want to be. I mean, wow. I mean, whew, Indonesia, Bali, Singapore, wow. And talks of some Arctic areas. So, wow. That's good for them. If you could do it, why not? You know, I'd take a couple months off and try to see some of these big places, you know. Oh, of course. No, Uncle Richard, no pants prophet. He's sailing and got a pineapple today upside down on his as a magnet. Of course, we talked about how Carnival bans those things with a letter and hands them back to your room and says, "Nope." Other magnets are fine. Ducks are fine. Nope. And of course, later on he goes, "Yeah." A couple hours later, I went back to the room for my nap and there's another pineapple. He goes, and you watch the short, he says, "Look, I'll show you." I walk in the room, he picks up both of them, and they're different color pineapple. Apparently one's a Maui and one a regular pineapple, so someone's having fun with him.